Hi, I'm Rachel Wasserman, Executive Director of the Jewish Women's Fund of Atlanta, and I just want to take a few minutes to discuss social change philanthropy. At the Jewish Women's Fund of Atlanta, we are engaged in social change philanthropy, but sometimes when we talk about social change, we don't necessarily all mean the same thing. So I want to refer to a chart that we received from Tootie Scott from Imagine Philanthropy that goes through the different kinds of social change and gives some examples of what we mean when we talk about that work. So let me share my screen and we will get started. This is the chart of the different kinds of indicators of social change. There are 5 different kinds of social change, and I will just briefly go through them now. You can also find this chart on our website, www.jwfatlanta.org. The first kind of social change is a shift in definition. This means that an issue or idea is given a whole new meaning based on the work that has been done. An example of this is the definition of rape. So 30 years ago, rape was understood as a stranger jumping out of nowhere and raping a woman and then running away. Today, we know that rape can take place within relationships, even within marriages, and we have a very different definition of the entire word, and that was as a result of lots of work and of social change. The second shift is a shift in behavior. This means that a group of people in society are behaving differently for the better as a result of the work that has been done, and usually this is building a sense of personal empowerment. So an example in this is that women seek appropriate health care for themselves and their families, and also the community is providing more health care for them. A shift in engagement means that people are raising up their voices and engaging in the work with you, especially when you reach a tipping point. I think that a perfect example of that is the Me Too movement right now, where you have thousands of people raising up their voices together and engaging in the work to send the message that sexual harassment and assault are not to be tolerated, and that we must get to the root causes of why they are happening so rampantly and eliminate those causes. A shift in policy. A shift in policy can occur on a federal, state, local, or even an organizational level. You might work to meet with the decision makers, to write papers, to do a media campaign, whatever it takes to get a rule changed. So certainly you could talk about a law, but it could even be a Jewish organization deciding to enact a policy to provide paid family leave for its employees, and that would be social change. And finally, maintaining the current position or maintaining past gains. Often we have to work very hard to keep the work that has been done in the past from backsliding, whether it is laws that are in place and are at risk of being overturned, or budget items such as healthcare for women, breast cancer research. We have to keep up our work to make sure that we don't backslide and lose past gains, and that is also social change. Hopefully this brief tutorial about social change is helpful. I do want to quickly contrast this work with social service, and to say that social service philanthropy is incredibly important and should not be undermined. However, because it does not get to the root causes of the issue, that is how it differs from social change. So with the social service, you might be receiving the healthcare that you need because of a disease that you have. You might be receiving food at a soup kitchen because of hunger or homelessness or unemployment. But these services are not actually addressing the root causes, which is what we seek to do in social change philanthropy. So again, you can find more information on our website, www.jwfatlanta.org, and I hope this was helpful.